Right, this morning I have the new finder and the Ghanaian publisher. I'll start with the new finder, the big one. Ghana to lose $21 million annually from lithium royalty slash. This is continuing to generate conversation as the original deal has been withdrawn. BOG credits digital finance expansion for Ghana's rising financial inclusion. That's also good news. All right, FX volatility reflects the structural weaknesses, not an anomaly. And I guess this is also coming from the central bank. All right, here we go. Ghana takes the lead in West Africa's green building market. That would be something that you would be happy to hear.
Yeah.
Right, that's it for the finder.
If you go to the Daily Graphic, Otumfuo settles Bawku dispute, says Azoka is rightful chief. There's a photo of Otumfuo handing over the mediation reports of the Bawku chieftaincy dispute to President John Dramani Mahama at the Jubilee House. Now, suspend Kpandai election rerun. Supreme Court tells EC. And when the gods speak again, a legendary play returns to stage today. The gods are not to blame. Shows this evening, tomorrow, and
on Friday.
And on Friday as well at the National Theatre. You need to get a ticket.
Yeah,
it's going for only 250 cedis single, 400 cedis double.
Just
don't miss out for that.
Yes. Get your ticket.
Spectacular play.
And Dosh Health Insurance, MTN Momo partner to expand health service. Now ECG is speaking. And they are telling us that they will keep the lights on this Christmas season.
Amen.
As a they are telling me that we have enough electricity for this Christmas season. The story is on page 26 of the Daily Graphic. ECG promises reliable power supply during the holidays. And if you go to the back page of the Daily Graphic, Tree for Life policy makes impact, 65,000 hectares landscape restored, 41,000 green jobs created, and first ever library for Central Tongue opens at Adidome. There's a photo of Togbe Kwasini Kaklalolo Ajiman the Fifth, the Dufia of Adidome, and his
say it again,
Charlie. Don't put me in trouble. And this is a good one, Togbe and your chiefs. Good job,
Togbe Kwasini Kaklalolo,
opening this first ever library for Adidome.
Togbe Kwasini Kaklalolo Ajiman. The 10th. Is it the 10th?
No, the 5th.
The 5th. Okay.
That's what I see here. Yeah.
Okay, the 5th. Yeah, the 5th. Yeah, it's the 5th. Not coward. Anyway, let's get into other stories.
Yeah, I have the daily guide here. The battle lines drawn between Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Ken Ohene, Japan. But the Conrad think tank has a survey out on who is likely to lead the new patriotic party. It rates NPP flag bearer raise. Bawumia leads with 67.8%. Ken 21.3%. That's the projection. Other think tanks are also doing their work on this, so we wait to see what will happen in January when the party goes for the primaries.
Exactly.
The president, former president, I should say, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is dismissing claims that he's trying to intervene in the Ken Ofori-Atta prosecution. Some reports went out this week indicating that the former president is seeking audience with President John Mahama over a safe passage, quote unquote, for the former finance minister, but he's denying all of those claims. 5 social media police officers interdicted, and Supreme Court has blocked the Kpandai election rerun.
Now let's go to the news center. The news center, upon Kroma hands over 2 classroom blocks in Ofuase Ayrebi. Margins turns 35 years from a $100 idea to Africa's most certified identity powerhouse. Yesterday I went to a bank to withdraw money, and they were verifying my IDs. They were found there, so I saw margins on the thing, and I was happy that a Ghanaian has been able to build this company that's a powerhouse in Africa. We need a lot more businesses like that.
That's what we always call for.
Yes.
And I'm happy that I think it was DR Congo that wrote to the president, John Mahama, President Mahama, that they wanted him to actually, because they wanted to hire margins, and they wanted the president to actually give them some recommendations. And the president said, of course, he was going to do that. So at this year's CEO, the annual CEO summit, the president announced that people have come to him and he's going to gave his recommendation, so they go to DR Congo and set up an ID system. It's good. And we should assist other Ghanaian companies to do these. Okay, let's support indigenous companies.
You see, it's beautiful, the margins story, and unfortunately they have survived this long in spite of governments, not with the help of governments.
Yeah.
You see, and that is unfortunate. It's nice to see President Mahama recommending them to another country. That's a positive move. But in the past, we are always afraid when a new government comes that they are going to take away one company and then bring some other one that they like better. And this is what kills the growth of big companies like that in Ghana.
Yeah.
We should be providing services to all other African countries, if only politics wasn't getting in the way. So I hope that people, other presidents in the future, will learn from this example and support companies like Margins to grow.
Kojo, they've been doing a lot. They've been doing a lot. They did our SNIT, cards and all of those things.
They started off with mica checks. You remember?
Yeah. The point is that every government is important in assisting local business, and I'll tell you why. So, for instance, in the case of Margins, the moment they actually did the Ghana card, now the Ghana card is a game changer.
Yep.
The Ghana card is a game changer. They've been doing a lot of things before they did the Ghana card, but once they did the Ghana card, and this Ghana card has worked, and we've integrated the Ghana card with a lot of things. So what that means then is that you can do it. And once the Ghana card is working, they have a story to tell. And say, so it's actually good that, first of all, some agreement was signed with them. Another government comes in and the government continues with them. And this is the kind of thing we want to see. Anytime we're signing agreement with Ghanaian entities, when governments change, they must continue.
Precisely.
You don't have to change because there's a new government.
Unless the agreement didn't make sense from the onset. And it doesn't give us value for money.
If it doesn't make sense, you can actually make it make sense.
Yes.
Indeed, you can. Yeah.
Let's strategically use the power of the state's procurement to build African giants from Ghana. And the Margin story is one of them. You can talk about Oswald, Jasmo Construction, and I'm looking at these companies taking over Africa. Infrastructure development. They are doing it here. Why not elsewhere? Anyway.
The only unfortunate thing is that he went to Kwabuche instead of Ogasco. But I mean,
we'll forgive him. He's the global president.
We'll forgive him for that.
Other stories from the news center quickly. Ex Gracia, Mahama pays MPs, snaps executive judiciary. It's funny. Over the weekend, somebody called me and said, Charlie, can you guys talk about ex Gracia? Mr. Video. The news center has reported that Mahama has paid the MPs and is snapped executive and judiciary. We'll give you more details on that. The Kufado story is here. Kufado rejects claims of intervening for Ken Oforiatta and forced law to end Bawku crisis as Antihine. And inside ADB $7,500 per month rent on empty office. The news center has the story of they say ADB has paid some rent, and for 5 or so 6 months they are not using the space, and they believe it's not value for money.
Interesting. So President Akufo-Addo has not begged for his cousin.
That's the statement from the former president's office. There was a publication in one of the newspapers that.
No, I know why I know what he's responding to. I'm just wondering what it means that he hasn't.
It means he wants the processes to work, the systems to work.
Okay, that's good. The Ghanaian publisher has these this morning. Baumia tops confidence poll. Okay. Also, Professor Yanka to Mahama, third term is a red line. Why is everybody telling the president that he shouldn't think of a third term when he has said he won't? Okay, Supreme Court halts Kpandai election rerun, and we'll be talking a little bit about that later on the show. And Jospong donates 200,000 Ghana cedis for mosque project.
The publisher is also talking about the former president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the fact that he says he's not begging President John Mahama to protect Ken Oforiatta. You might want to grab that to get details, but the former president essentially saying, well, allow the process to work, except that he's obviously concerned. This is a former appointee during his government. So, you might want to get details of that. There's also the petition against Justice Yoni Kolendi, it's been cleared from the table of the Chief Justice, owing to the fact that doesn't have sufficient evidence. So the indication from the presidency is that, well, that decision has been communicated to the petitioners. Apenyo marking gives a photo a 19th Library and ICT Center. Pictures look good from here. I hope that's what's happening on the ground as well. Yeah, so these are some of the stories you find on the publisher front.
Great, let's go online.
I joy online. The product failed in the market. Brian Champon test into Baumia's 2024 numbers. More from my joy online. I'm way ahead. Brian Champon is dismissing polls and he's predicting NPP primary victory. Otumfuo is also on my joy online. There has been significant reconciliation among Kusasis, Mamprosis in other towns. This is related to the Bawku mediation, and the president says that the government is pledging definitive position on Bawku mediation report within 24 hours. So we should hear something from the government today or tomorrow on the Bawku mediation report. Now, I'm not here to say who was right or wrong, Asante Hine, on the Bawku process. Now, there's something big that we have launched at the Multimedia Group Limited. We are partnering poultry farmers in Ghana to roll out the Xmas egg market to tackle the egg glut. So we are working with the Poultry Farmers Association to ensure we reduce egg prices and distribute eggs all across the city. So this Christmas, no matter what you do, add eggs to whatever you are cooking. If it's fufu, anything you do, add eggs to it.
I love eggs.
Yes,
but
yes,
I'm
yes.
on a diet that reduces my creatinine. So
I will eat your eggs for you.
Eat
Just
for
give me money.
Eat
Pay
for
me, I'll eat it for you.
Ow.
Yes.
Mommy, why?
So whatever you do, whatever you eat, add eggs to your meals this Christmas. Yes, we are working with the Poultry Farmers Association to do this. And more from my joy online, Fifi Kwete is speaking. He says, we are barely in office and already we are talking power. He's slamming early succession talk in the NDC, and he wants people to slow down and concentrate on governance.
People will not slow down. Because, I mean, the truth is that President Mahama is in his last term. So people will try to succeed him. I mean, that was to be expected.
Yeah.
They will try to succeed him. So they won't slow down.
And the economy also needs a sense of continuity, right?
Yeah, that's it. So if you want to succeed a president, don't get into government. It's as simple as that.